We So KY Fantasy Football Podcast back with another episode. This will mark episode 2 of this particular season. I got some distinguished GMs with me. I'll let them introduce themselves. Man, bravo.
What to do, man? We back, bro. Week 1, football's all the way back. We got NFL, we got college, we got high school, bro. I'm excited. It's like my favorite time of the year. And I get to play Pete week 1. So, it's a big opening week for me.
And you already in your trade bag.
And I'm already in my trade bag. I mean, that's probably, I ain't gonna hold you. That might be the only trade I make this year. We'll see. But I just really wanted Tank Dell.
I respect it.
Fully respect it. Absolutely. Shit. Going back and forth with Bravo, I got the bull with me, Rick.
Yes, sir. Like Bravo said, man, we got the NFL back starting tomorrow. We got a Friday game, which is kind of crazy to me. My Notre Dame Irish pulled off the win at A&M. I'm hype about that. Playoffs, see you in there, Rip. Yeah, man. Let's get it, man. Fantasy football, best time of the year, bro. It's the holidays for us.
Definitely the most wonderful time of the year. Man, we got Red with us, defending champ, man. Say what's up to the people.
What up, man? Reigning champ, week 1.
Welcome, though. And to the next one, we got
Damn.
All right. That's cool.
Fuck all that. Let's talk about this new season dropping, man. Brew, what's up with it?
New season, man. I don't know what to expect. It's kind of wide open. Besides the Chiefs, they locked in. But fantasy football wise, man, I see y'all on the ship, man.
Hey, man, Rob, as much as I get Rob shit, bro, he ain't deserve that, bro. Let him get his shit off, bro.
Hey, man, that's episode 2. We let him pop his shit last week.
Some people never feel what it's like, bro, to be a defending champion, But hey.
Shots fired.
Shit. I know what it feel like to cut off one. Nah, man, all love on the podcast, man. Starting off, we got Ja'Marr Chase, man. My boy showed up to practice. He was in uniform. His equipment checked out, but don't seem like he actually put in no work with the pads on. Shit, Rip, how you feel about that, man? How you feel about him starting this week? You think they're going to get a deal done?
I don't think they're going to get a deal done. I think he's going to play, though. I think they'd be all right. I think, who do they play?
New England.
Man, come on, that's a dub. It better be a dub. So, I mean, they're gonna watch New England, bro.
They should watch New England, regardless of if Chase plays or not.
So, I think they're gonna be all right. He'd be all right. He have enough time to get in shape.
All right, bro. What you think about the Ja'Marr Chase situation, especially from a fantasy standpoint, man? Is people supposed to be rushing to the wire? Hopefully, they drafted better, because I mean that's the only rule we got.
Yeah. We can't do nothing about it. If he don't play, he don't play. That's why I didn't really want CeeDee Lamb, but I mean he got paid. But yeah, man, they should. I ain't gonna say wash. Wash is kind of crazy because I mean the Bengals got a lot of moving parts. They swapped out a lot of people, so I don't know. You don't know what the Patriots gonna do. They got a new coach, so you don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what the spirit is, but thinking. I mean, me and Rob listened to a podcast yesterday. They were talking about 10 points plus and all that. I just don't know about all that. The Bengals don't always start with their head focused.
No, I definitely feel you on that. Bravo, what you think about the Cincinnati situation and for the Ja'Marr Chase owners?
So I was looking because I was like, I legit had to think about who are the Bengals' other receivers. I mean, obviously you got T. Higgins, but it's like after that, I couldn't name one. So I legit Googled the Bengals wide receiver depth chart. And their third receiver, I might butcher this name, but his name is Andre Iosivas. He was listed as number 3 on the depth chart, and I'm assuming if Chase don't play, that's going to bump him up to number 2. He is available in our league. I went and looked. I'm not about to go pick him up because I don't know what his production is going to look like. But, if you out there and you are a Ja'Marr Chase owner and you just absolutely desperate for a receiver, that might be your guy. The other guys behind him, couldn't tell you.
No, I definitely feel you on that.
You got Burton.
Yeah.
Jermaine Burton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From where?
Alabama.
You're a rookie.
Okay, that might be an option. It might be an option in rookie.
He's gone.
Oh, somebody already got it?
Ah, yeah, for sure.
I think he might have been drafted. Rick, what you think about the situation?
Well, first off, I wouldn't say they're gonna get washed either. Patriots always got good defense, and Mayo's a defensive head coach. But I do think Cincinnati's gonna win. As far as Chase, bro, I don't know if it's true or not.
He on there.
But they also said that he just wanted one penny over what Justin Jefferson got.
I respect it.
No way, bro. Ain't no way he's doing this for over a penny, bro. There's no way.
If that's the case, that's nuts. But I mean, the Bengals will probably give him a penny, but the Bengals is probably not trying to go that route this year either right now. Jamar Chase has 2 years left on his contract, bro. Like, if this was his last year, I get it, bro. That's typically when your star players start to hold out. I don't know if he's trying to start a new trend or what, but I just go out there and play, bro, because you go out there and you do what you've been doing. How long you been in the league? 3 years, 2 years? 2 years? 3? You go out there and do what you've done the last 3 years, bro. You're going to get paid more than Jefferson, more than a penny.
Exactly.
So wait. Yeah, you say he got 2 years left. So the third year, he got this final year, and then he got the rookie option, right?
Right.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a scary sight.
That's what I'm saying. So like, I don't really know if he got a lot of leverage, bro. Because like, even if you don't practice and you don't play, bro, you getting fined for the games. You ain't making a lot of cheese besides the endorsements and shit on a rookie contract. Even though he did get drafted high, so his contract probably fairly good. But in comparison to your countermates Jefferson and them, you won't get paid that money, bro. You gotta go out there and play. I mean,
Jalen Waddle got paid though.
He did, but Jalen Waddle ain't, bro. Jalen Waddle ain't gonna get no. Chase gonna get way more than what Waddle got, bro. Like it's not
like 27, bro.
Yeah, Chase gonna get in the 30s,
bro. Brandon Ayuk got 30.
They just
Jamar
paid,
Chase is definitely getting over that.
Tyreek too, and they just paid Tua. What's the? Why wouldn't you want your money now?
They paid Burrow. They pay Hendrickson on the defensive side.
They still got to pay T. Higgins.
They're not gonna pay T. Higgins. No.
That's
enough.
They paid Joe Mixon, then they finally let him go because they didn't paying that money.
And I'm gonna go. They probably gotta eat some of that.
I feel him. You gotta. I'd hold out for real. I wouldn't play.
I don't know. I'm on the other side of the fence. You got 2 years left. Play this year. Do this next year. That's how I feel. And you're gonna get paid more, probably more than Jefferson if you wait a year, bro. Like, get your money, but at the same time, bro, like you already getting some money. Like,
bro, he's getting paid $4 million this year. No way.
Exactly. But guess what? He ain't gonna be getting paid this year if he don't play no games or goes to practice.
He gonna be losing out of that $4 million. It's gonna be taken away.
Why they gonna pay him?
And the contract will stay where it's at, I believe, as well.
It's the thing about playing for the Bengals. You can look at it two ways. The Bengals have been shitty most of our lives. So if he holds out and the Bengals lose, it's not like he plays for the 49ers or a team that expects to almost win every year. So I think if he holds out and they start losing, I don't think it matters as much to them.
I feel you. Quite simply, I think they need to go ahead and pay him. He's definitely, I don't think anybody would disagree that he's outplayed that rookie contract. And especially where he's going now, he's going to keep trending up as long as he stays healthy. I say pay him. I think Jermaine Burton is a good option because I think all the attention would shift to Higgins, and Burton is pretty much unknown besides the tape you got on him at Bama. When Joe Burrow's good, he's good. So, I mean, when he's good, he's great, honestly. But, yeah, I think Jermaine Burton could go off. I'm not sure who the tight ends are, but it could definitely be a boost. Huh?
They got Mike Gesicki.
Yeah, Gesicki.
And the Miami Dolphins hated him for whatever reason. He's actually a solid tight end.
Don't block.
But yeah, T. Higgins owners definitely could be a big boost. Jermaine Burton, he could see some shine there. Game wise though, without Jamar Chase, that game could get ugly. New England does always have a pretty damn decent defense and can muddy the waters for Joe Burrow. Especially if he's not fully healthy as well. Let's see.
Who do they have on defense?
Huh?
Who do they have on defense?
It really don't matter how many times has there been plenty of New England Patriots players we can name, and they put out solid to great teams.
No, bro. They always have some defensive players, bro. They got that one rookie.
Christian Gonzalez
The cornerback.
last year. Yeah. But I mean, that's the
Barmore
only
season.
that's the only name. Oh yeah, they got Barrymore.
Oh, he ain't playing.
Is
not
Judon
playing?
still on there?
Nah, he's gone. He played for the Falcons.
Yeah, they traded him.
They got Joshua Uche. He's nice. Jabril Peppers has played good at safety for them too.
I mean, they just all New England's always solid on defense.
Historically.
It's like one of those things you can always guarantee they're gonna be solid on defense, bro. They were good on defense last year. The offense was just
Bro, Bill
horrendous.
Belichick was there for 20 years, bro.
And it's week 1. Anything can happen any given Sunday. Anyway.
20 years. He's not there no more.
I know, but the guy that they brought in behind him is a guy that was up under
He's a
him for long
defensive-minded
time.
coach.
Hey, Rob,
All right.
can I have my opinion, bro? Like, why you just trying to shoot down? Like, what the fuck I gotta say, bro? Like, goddamn, can I just have my opinion, bro? Trying to change my mind. He trying to sway me over here, bro. Been playing too much college football 25.
I'm just saying, like, period. Like, a lot of people said it, not just you.
Respect. Goddamn. So we gonna shift right into the parlay builder. You got them on your parlay. You got New England. You got Cincinnati.
Yeah, I got Cincinnati. -8.
All right, you got a -8.
Let me take some notes on this, cause
Get that notebook out, bro.
hey, let me go ahead and take some notes.
Brew, what you got on the parlay builder, man? We got Cincinnati. What you said -8?
I don't.
Yeah, you probably could have got him at like 7.5 or 7.
Give me a second. I'm gonna look. I haven't checked all these spreads out. I actually was doing it, and then I seen your notification for the pod, and I was like, because I just got back in the city today, so I wasn't even really prepared. But give me.
It's -8.5 now.
See, shit. I got Derrick Henry anytime touchdown, man. I think he's gonna get one on the Chiefs.
I got McCaffrey anytime touchdown.
So do I.
That's
I mean, I feel like that's a given almost every week.
y'all think he's gonna go on another streak?
McCaffrey?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I got ETN anytime touchdown too. Against the
What the
Dolphins.
Jags?
Dolphins. They got a lot of injuries on defense.
Yeah.
I feel like Tyreek Hill a lot of times is a pretty safe bet for a Tud as well.
I ain't gonna lie. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all.
I like San Francisco -4.5.
I like us +1.5 against the Vikings, bro.
Do you?
I ain't met.
I mean, you know what? You might be right, but I can't even take no chances on that one.
You got Sam Darnold at quarterback.
We
Hey,
got
I ain't
Daniel
gonna,
Jones on the other side.
exactly.
What'd you say?
I said we got Dimes on the other side.
So
Daniel
the
Jones.
quarterbacks kind of even. The quarterbacks kind of cancel each other out.
He's played
They
better.
can have a kickoff.
He's played better than Sam Darnold in his career. I promise you that.
I ain't
Absolutely.
gonna argue with you on that one. You know how I feel about Sam Darnold.
Absolutely.
I also like the Chiefs -3.
You like the Chiefs? What?
-3 bro, over the Ravens at the crib.
Okay, they playing in Kansas City.
Yeah. And I like the Chargers -3 over the Raiders.
I don't know, bro. I think I
I'll
like.
take
I
that
think I like
+3 on
the.
the Raiders, bro.
I think I like the Raiders, bro.
I'll take that +3 on the Raiders.
Believe in Harbaugh, man.
You say you believe in Harbaugh?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Why would I not? Look at his track record.
I mean, there was a great drought as well, bro.
Hey, bro, if he's trying to change his mind, bro, can he have his opinion? That's
I was
crazy.
just asking for two.
Oh, man.
I mean, look, I'm gonna tell you why I believe in him. Look, he done went and got some running backs. We don't know what your boy from Ohio State is gonna do. What he's got, he's been injury plagued, but he's got Gus Edwards. He's got a little bit of a stable, not like the best stable, but they can run his scheme. He's got an elite top 10 quarterback. He don't have elite receivers, but he didn't have elite receivers at Michigan, and he won the national championship. So it's all about scheme with him, and he's going to play defense and run the ball. So I like them. I don't like the Raiders roster. Besides Devontae, I like Bowers, but shit, he's hurt. They don't have a quarterback for real. I like
Michigan's not
Antonio,
bad, bro.
but I like Antonio Pierce. But I mean, if I'm gonna pick, I'm gonna pick.
Shit, Crosby might win them the game.
They got Christian Wilkinson too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Max, I'm about to say Max Crosby's a monster off the edge, bro.
Yeah. But no, I ain't mad at it. That's definitely one we could go back and forth on as far as our parlays and see who hits, of course. Anybody else have any tidbits for that before we move on to the next subject? Because we about to segue right into the Chargers backfield.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can't see me, can y'all? Let me refresh mine.
Yeah, we can see you, bro.
Oh, you can? Maybe it's just on my end.
I like the Texans -3 too. The Colts ain't won a game in 9 years.
They won a week 1 game.
Yeah.
In 9 years.
In 9 years, that's kind of crazy, bro.
Real.
I like that too.
It ain't no slander either, bro. I'm just saying that because they're going against the Texans.
That's gonna be a good ass game.
That spread is pretty favorable.
That's gonna be a good ass game.
Yeah, it's kind of a trap game for real.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good ass game. Two young quarterbacks.
We played them twice last year. We came down to we beat them the first time, and then it came down to that pass. They beat us by 6?
They had Tank Dell for both of them, I think. Or Stephon Diggs, or Joe Mixon.
All right.
Or that defense. They had Daniil Hunter.
All right.
Man, Chargers backfield. As far as fantasy goes, I mean, who's the running back to own? I personally see J.K. Dobbins. That can be a great risk. Just because with the injury history and all that, they say he's healthy, running good. Then you got Gus Edwards. From a health standpoint, I guess he's more reliable, which ain't too much of a token. But then they got the rookie back there. I'm not sure what they're gonna do with Kamani Vidal. I personally hope he comes out on top of that eventually. Bravo, who would you say is the running back to own for the Chargers right now, as far as fantasy goes?
Personally, I think I'd probably go Gus Edwards just because of Dobbins' injury history. Has he played a full season since he's been in the league?
I think one.
Yeah, no, I'm not rolling the dice on that. I mean, it's a high risk gamble, and if it pays, it could potentially pay out big. But personally, I'm going Gus Edwards. I just feel like he's a little bit more reliable.
No, I can dig it. I'm a gambler, so I definitely go Dobbins. Fuck it, Rick.
Kind of echo Bravo's sentiments. J.K. Dobbins hasn't played a full season, and when he gets hurt, it's season ending every time. So I like Gus Edwards. Gus Edwards is reliable. I think he did he tear his Achilles a couple years ago?
ACL.
So his ACL. So usually it takes a year for running backs to get back fully 100%. And last year was 8 years. So I say he's probably really 100% this year. So I think with Harbaugh was running, Gus Edwards could really thrive in that offense. So I like him over Dobbins just on his reliability and his production in Baltimore. So
No, I definitely feel it. Ryan, what you think about the situation, bro?
I mean, if you got to play any of these backs, you probably fucked in fantasy anyway. I wouldn't personally even pick any of these guys, but if you got to roll with somebody for real, I'd probably take the chance with Dobbins because I don't think that San Diego is going to be as good as the Ravens at running the ball. So I don't think Gus Edwards is going to have all those touchdowns. So I would roll with J.K. Dobbins. Like, you probably going to have him in a flex, and you're not going to play him every week anyway. So that's why I would roll.
Nah, I dig it. Brew, which running back would you take, man?
Most upside would be J.K. Dobbins if he can stay healthy just because he's more explosive. Of course, I'm taking Gus. He averaged 4.3 yards per carry for his career. So I think last year it was about the same, about 4.4. as successful rushing as the Ravens. Rob's probably right. No, they won't be. But I don't know that that's necessarily a bad thing because I still think they'll be top 10 in rushing because they're going to run the ball a lot just because they don't have any prominent receivers. So, I mean, I could see Gus Edwards still getting about somewhere around 800 yards and probably like 7 touchdowns. So, I mean, I don't really think that's a bad season when you splitting carries. And he's a flex guy anyway.
No, I can definitely dig it for sure. All right, let's see. I mean, staying on the running back topic, looking at Cleveland, you got Jerome Ford out there. Do y'all see him keeping hold of that backfield all year? I mean, obviously, first 4 or 5 weeks, he's got the keys to the city of Cleveland. That's not saying much, but they could be a dark horse. Bravo, what you think about the running back situation there? Can you trust him season long in fantasy?
I mean, I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to say. I mean, there's so many factors you got to consider. Like, one, what's his production going to look like while Nick Chubb is out? 2, how healthy is Nick Chubb when he does come back? Because it's like, regardless of what Jerome Ford is doing, like, it's Nick Chubb, and if he's healthy, you going to play Nick Chubb, bro. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know that I can say that he might take over for the entire season. I think he's at least worth holding on to for a handcuff, and clearly for these first 4 or 5 weeks until Chubb comes back. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a tricky one. I just think it depends a lot on how he looks these first couple of weeks.
Yeah, especially at his ADP. I don't remember the actual number of where he was drafted on average, but of course his price went up with Chubb being out. Let's hope that pays off because you could have possibly had a season-long player right there, whether it's a running back or maybe even another tight end. But running backs are kind of king as far as fantasy for the most part. I guess really just depending on how your team is built. Rick, what you think about the Cleveland situation?
I mean, from what I've been reading, Jerome Ford is going to be the feature back the whole season. Like when Nick Chubb comes back, he's supposed to spell Jerome Ford because he's recovering from that injury. Like I just said about the shit with Gus Edwards in the ACL. It takes a running back a full year to get healthy and return to form. So from what I've been reading, and I talked to a guy at work, he's like a big Browns fan. He echoed the sentiments that it's Jerome Ford's backfield. Even when Nick Chubb returns, they'll split carries, but Jerome Ford's gonna get the bulk for this season. So I think it'll go past week 4. I mean, I also got him, so I hope it does. But from what I've been reading and from who I've been talking to, who's Browns fans, looks like it's Jerome Ford's job to lose. He's also a receiving threat as well, so they expect big things from him this year.
Yeah, man. Cleveland's media team's doing an awesome job with that. Chubb's gonna come back in there and stake his claim. Prayers for that. I think they try and boost his confidence. It'll be good for Jerome Ford. He could be another young running back, that becomes very popular in fantasy as the season goes on. Rob, what you think about that backfield, man?
Hey, man, Nick Chubb is the new Frank Gore. He's about to come back. He's about to take over. As soon as like week 5, we about to be amazed. He's just a new Frank Gore. It just keeps happening to him. Honestly, I mean, he probably could have played for real, but they probably just taking precautions. And he's out the first 4 games. So, yeah. I mean, I think he's all right. I think they just kind of taking some precautions. But it probably would be Jerome Ford for the first 8 weeks. But I just know what Nick Chubb does in November, December. And I just know, hey, he's probably going to be ready by then. So I would say I'd take a shot at Nick Chubb, but, getting Jerome Ford, where you drafting him at. Where'd you get him at, Rick?
I believe 8 or 9. 8 or 9 from.
I mean, yeah, hell yeah. I mean, yeah, you got to start it for at least, 8 to 10 weeks. So, yeah, of course.
Yes, sir. Brew, what you think about the topic?
Kind of like what Rob said. That's what I was already thinking when Rick was talking. I think for where you get him, it's good value. I like Jerome Ford. He's one of those guys that I like to pick up off waivers, similar to Eli Mitchell, somebody like that. Obviously, so far he's been much more healthy. I think he'll get the bulk of the carries. Definitely the first 5 weeks. I think it'll probably be more like a 60-40 type snap deal. Probably like week 6 on, but probably like mid-November to January, it'll be Nick Chubb getting the most carries. I just think he's just got one of those bodies, like one of those Adrian Peterson type healing bodies. Like he just got that kind of healing.
No, definitely feel you. Staying on the running back topic, we got the Dallas running back situation as well. We got the Rico Dowdle. We got Zeke. Did Dalvin sign? No.
Dalvin signed.
And you got Dalvin. Sheesh. I'm gonna start last on that one. Brew, what you think about that? About that corpse, man?
It's crazy. I didn't even know. I don't even think I knew Rick picked up Dowdle until we talked about it in the chat. But I had seen something about Dowdle maybe 6 months ago, and then everybody was on it, like media-wise, and then it came a lot of naysayers, like saying it comes with high risk. So if I had to take a guy, which I really wouldn't want anybody in this backfield, it's kind of like the Chargers situation. To me, Dalvin Cook is probably 60% of himself at best. If their offensive line block's good, he's probably got the most upside because he's still faster than Zeke. But if I had to take somebody, I'm taking Zeke. Just because, I mean, he's a power guy. Like, he just runs through. He don't care if there's a hole. He gets 3.5 yards with no hole. Like, he pushes the power forward. And then on the goal line, who's going to stop him? He's the size of a linebacker. Like, so I'm taking Zeke. No more than maybe like running back 4 at the highest. Running back 4, running back 5, but I take Zeke in that backfield.
Definitely feel you, Rob.
Deuce Vaughn, bro. Go make it. Nah, for real. I pick him up every time, hoping he's gonna get a chance because they be selling dreams on him. Now, what's his name? What's his name? Rico Dobbins. What's his name?
Huh? Who?
What's the dude's
Rico
name?
Dowdle.
Yeah, bro. Whatever his name is, bro. Now he's supposed to be RB1. Bro, just pick Zeke, bro. For real. Just don't even play yourself. Well, everybody's drafted. If you ain't get Zeke, you probably fucked.
Rick, what you think about the Cowboys running back situation?
I mean, I took a flyer on Dowdle in the 11th round. Zeke has the higher ADP, but I mean, from what I've been reading in the preseason, Dowdle's looked the best. He's looked the strongest. They anticipate him leading the team in attempts and yards on the season. But I mean, it's murky. You know, Dalvin's my guy, so I hope he leads it. I hope he's a starting running back. But I seen Zeke in New England last year. Boy, oh boy, I never picked Zeke up. So he'd be third on my list for sure. But I think Dowdle, if he comes out and he actually does start and he actually leads the team in carries week 1, and he actually produces, then he could take off with that starting job. But I mean, I wouldn't. If I had to pick running backs in Dallas, then I didn't do a good job drafting. Like that was literally like on my bench, just for an emergency. But yeah, I wouldn't want to go nowhere near the running back situation in Dallas at all.
Bravo.
I'm just going to echo that last thing Rick said. I feel like that's just a running back situation that you should steer clear of unless you absolutely can't. I don't know, man. I just don't like the fact that there's so many running backs out there. It shows to me that they kind of indecisive. Like the reports could be coming out that Dowdle might look the best and all that, but then it's like, if that's the case and y'all feel that confident in him, why go get Dalvin Cook? You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like that's one of those things. It's going to be a rotating door all season long, and it's going to be a headache for fantasy holders. So if you can avoid any Dallas running backs, do that. If not, I don't know. Draw a straw and pick one.
You're gonna have a team like combo if you're dealing with Dallas running backs, bro.
Hey, bro, if I gotta wake up on Sunday morning and draw a straw, I'm he's over.
Nah, you remember they sold us on Tony Pollard too. And they ain't do nothing but throw the ball.
Oh, trust me, I know. Tony Pollard was ass last year, boy.
Some people are just compliment backs, man.
Yeah, that's what he is. He's a great backup running back. They put him in that number 1 spot, bro. Was a no-show.
Yeah, I don't think he was the best running back for their scheme. I like Dalvin Cook emerging out of that backfield, especially when it comes towards the fantasy football playoffs. He should be healthy. He seems eager to return. Definitely waiting for that chance to finally get to play. And honestly, shit, besides Dowdle, he definitely got more gas left than Zeke does. Zeke's
absolutely.
He's not that old for real.
Yeah. And then you got Dowdle. I mean, when you seen Dalvin last year flash just a little bit with the Jets, I don't remember if it was a preseason or what, but it looked like he still had some juice in him. So with the combination of the Cowboys' offensive line, they have historically been great over the past decade. I think Dalvin Cook really fits their scheme. Moving on to the next subject, kind of bouncing back to the receiver thing. Buffalo Bills, of course, Stephon Diggs left this offseason. They drafted the young stud Keon Coleman, who just seems to be a potential media star. He does very well in front of the camera. I see big things coming from him. I don't think this year is potentially it. I think for week 1, which this topic will be about, which receiver you want to start week 1 for Buffalo, I'll go Khalil Shakir. Just because I think Keon Coleman is going to draw a lot of attention. Dalton Kincaid is going to draw a lot of attention. And Shakir can just simply get behind the defense. And we know Josh Allen can put the ball anywhere on the field. Maybe not the most accurate, but he's going to get it somewhere around you. Bravo, what you think as far as Buffalo Bills receiver room? Which receiver would you start if you had to?
Oh, man. Another situation is just a little bit ugly.
Kincaid's included in the option.
My pick is going to be Dalton Kincaid. I said it last week. I said it draft day. I feel like he's going to eat because of all the uncertainty surrounding the Buffalo wide receivers. I do like Khalil Shakir. And I also think Keon's going to be really, really good. I just don't know if that's going to happen this year, but he also could surprise us. So I personally like Dalton Kincaid. Dark horse. Man, what's my boy that just came out? Curtis Samuel.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about him, but I mean, again, considering the situation with receivers over there, he's going to probably get some burn. Maybe this could be where he finally does something worthwhile. I don't know, but for me, I'm going Dalton Kincaid. Give me the tight end over the receivers they got because I don't know how much I can believe in that receiving core right now.
I definitely feel you. Curtis Samuel's a good choice because he could slide out of the backfield as well. They can use him in different ways. So that was a great option right there. Rick, what did you think about the receiver room?
Like I said last week, I stand behind it. I guarantee it.
Double stamp.
Keon Coleman is going to have 1,000 yards receiving and at least 5 tuds. He's going to have a great rookie season. He's going to be the go-to for Josh Allen. Of course, Dalton Kincaid is going to be there. Do they still have Dawson Knox?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They still got them. They still got them 2 tight ends. I don't think the attention is going to fully go on Keon Coleman, especially with those 2 tight end sets. I think Keon's going to do his thing, bro. I don't see nothing holding him back.
Week 1, Keon Coleman is the receiver that you would start out of that room.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Rob, what you got?
I'd say Keon Coleman. I don't know about him having 1,000 yards, but he'll probably have like 6 or 7 touchdowns because Josh Allen does a lot of improvising, and I think that's when he's going to be like at his best with Josh Allen is when he starts moving around outside of the pocket. So I think he'll have a lot of big plays. So I'll say Keon Coleman for that reason.
Okay. Definitely feel you there. Brew.
Rob just made a valid point. That's what I was thinking too. I don't know about him. Like, I mean, me being a Florida State fan, I got to watch him play like every week, but I don't think his route running is the best. It's not bad, but he's not like a route technician. But with Travis at Florida State, he improvised. He bought a lot of time with his legs, and then he would get open. But Josh Allen can do the same thing. I think Josh Allen's going to do a lot more scrambling this year anyway. So if I had to pick a receiver, it would probably be Keon Coleman since they're playing the Cardinals, but they're saying to sit him on everything that I'm seeing. I really do like Curtis Samuel, though, because I think he'll be the busiest wide receiver for them this season doing everything. I mean, they might run some reverses with Keon Coleman and stuff like that, but Curtis Samuel's had this gadget guy role for like 4 years straight now, so I wanted Curtis Samuel in a lot of leagues. It's just when people get like to the 7th round, they start picking names that they're familiar with. So people started taking them.
Okay. Got you on that. Good subject. Good subject. Week 1. Yeah, that shit starting tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow night. It's on.
Hey, man. Top 5 fantasy defenses for week 1, though. Typically, a lot of people like to draft defenses and kickers in the final 2 rounds. Some people like to take them a little earlier to see if that gamble pays off, which, of course, can hurt you in other areas. But as far as week 1 goes, and not even being biased, I think the Bengals actually do have the best option because they do go up.
Actually, let me hold your horses right there, big dog. I think the best defense to play this week is the Seahawks versus the Broncos.
Yep.
I was gonna say
because the Seahawks' new head coach is Baltimore's defensive coordinator from last year, and we all remember what that Baltimore defense looked like last year. Seattle got some pieces on defense. I actually think their defense is going to be kind of crazy this year, and they're playing against a rookie quarterback.
I also like the Saints versus the Saints defense against the Cardinals. Well, not the Cardinals.
No, the Saints are playing the Panthers.
The Panthers, yeah, I'm gonna say the Panthers.
I had them on my list too. Basically, anybody playing like last year when I said pick up any defense playing against the Giants, I feel that way about the Panthers this year.
All right.
I also like
goddamn
Cleveland. Oh, I like Cleveland in Cleveland.
Cleveland against Dak?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Cleveland in Cleveland. I like it. Cleveland, their defense has been starting the season off strong.
Another one I like. We kind of touched on their game earlier with the Jamar Chase situation. Cincinnati versus New England.
That's what Don said.
Oh, okay.
About it.
Yeah, the Cincinnati defense. Who was that said they went and watched Patriots camp and they said Drake May looked like the ghost of Mac Jones.
Right.
Drake not starting though.
Yeah, he's not.
Oh, is it Brissett?
Yeah.
So
defense.
Yeah, that's why I picked them. New England.
Brissett's the ghost of Teddy Bridgewater.
And one last honorable mention one. If you believe in all the signings, I kind of still don't believe in their coaching. The Bears this week.
What happened?
They named the whole NFL. As soon as I'm about to pick the Bears,
yeah, I like the Rams against the Lions this week.
I was gonna say the Bears, bro.
Hey, what y'all say? Fuck me for though. When I was trying to get my explanation on defense this week. But nah, yeah, I did pick the Bengals. New England has one of the lowest win totals this year. They floating around like what, 3 or 4 games. That game is slated to be, I think, the lowest scoring game. It is against Brissett.
Brissett.
Down with these names, dog. He be kicking his ass every time. These names be kicking his ass, bro.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
I think. Shit. 49ers versus
Nah,
Jets.
come on, bro.
Nah, I don't like that.
We ain't about to name everybody, bro.
Damn, I just picked 2. Niggas done picked like 3, 4. I'll
Hey,
take.
hey,
Hey, Rob, who you got, bro? Get Rob. Fight for my fucking life right now.
If Bravo don't like it, then hey, man. We don't know what A-Rod's gonna do. We ain't seen the man play in 2 years.
Exactly, and it's a Monday night football game, bro. I don't know. I mean, it could go
Like
really bad for the Jets.
Rodgers' career, bro.
They could. They very well could, but I don't know. I don't have a good feeling about it. I don't got a good feeling about that game overall this week. To be honest
Plus,
with you.
the person that tackled Aaron Rodgers when he tore his Achilles was Leonard Floyd.
And guess where he's at now?
He's on the Niners now. There's talking. He said he had like death threats and everything, bro.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not surprised though. People are crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't too mad at that Saints pick versus Carolina. You don't know what we're gonna see. Rob, I'm sorry.
I like the Panthers versus the Saints. Hey man, I'm out on Derek Carr and the Saints, bro. I'm out on their coach. I don't see it. And
Damn, are you in on the Panthers?
I mean,
He's just out on the Saints.
no, just think about this. Baker Mayfield and Bryce is the same size, like kinda.
No.
Bryce got a way better arm. Bryce is a better quarterback overall. That offensive coordinator went to Carolina. I don't think Bryce is horrible. They gave him a little bit of weapons. I just don't think the Saints are. The Saints defense is all right. This Derek Carr, I'm done with him as a starting quarterback. So I would say I don't think. I mean, I think Carolina might score 24 points this game.
Where's the game at?
All right.
It's in New Orleans.
In
All
New
right.
Orleans. Yeah.
All right. There you have it.
I think they beat the Saints, bro.
They might win.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of with you on that, Rob. I was thinking the same thing too when I was looking at the matchups this week.
24 points, I don't know though, but yeah, they might win. I mean, Saints are not good.
I can dig it. Moving on to next subject. Starter, sitter. That's definitely a major thing in fantasy football each week as you try to figure out, especially that flex spot can sometimes get tricky. As far as starting go, I'll go James Conner. I like him. Dang. I want to say somebody else. Nah, I'm not going to do that. As far as sit, I'm going to have to come back to that one. Bravo, who's a person that you definitely locking in as a starter this week? You know, not the obvious choices, of course.
Oh, man. I think I'm gonna stay home this week on my squad. I'm gonna say my boy Tank Dell. I think he come back from that injury with a vengeance. Game number 1. I'm just trying to put some positivity out there into the universe for my team. So I'm gonna say start Tank Dell.
All right. For my sitter, I'm gonna say Brock Purdy. That Jets secondary is not to be really fucked with. Week 1, that's a player I would probably sit. Rick, who you got on the horizon, bro?
So I would start Baker Mayfield against the Commanders.
That
Commanders defense, I don't know, bro. They were good and then they traded away all their good players. So, and that Emmanuel Forbes is looking like a big old bust. So I like I like Baker Mayfield to start. To sit, I like Zach Moss against the Patriots because the Patriots have a good run defense. And on top of that, you don't know if Zach Moss is going to get all the carries or if he's going to split with Chase Brown. A lot of fantasy GMs who drafted Zach Moss is starting him thinking that he's going to get the bulk of the workload. But you just never know with Cincinnati. Joe Mixon ain't there no more. And they really like Chase Brown. So I would sit Zach Moss against the Patriots.
Okay. You got to sit him right now. You want me to come back?
No, that's my sit him. My start is Baker Mayfield.
Oh, gotcha. Rip.
I'd say my stardom is Geno Smith versus the Broncos. Like, I think the Broncos, they may be a little bit better this year on defense, but I actually think the Seahawks is going to be pretty decent this year. And I like their offensive coordinator. I like Ryan Grubb with Washington, and they got 3 receivers. Geno can throw it. So as long as they can protect them, I think they'll be all right. So I think Geno might go for like 20-something this week.
Hey, man. Fantasy-wise, you got to be in a shitty place to if you start Geno.
Bro. Hold on, bro. Geno, he can get hot and have some good games every now and again, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I sit him. Anybody on Pete's team, you can probably just sit any of them. Michael Pittman, Josh Jacobs. Now you probably won't play Josh Jacobs for real. Ramondre Stevenson, yeah, go ahead and sit him. Chase Brown. I mean, I get what everybody's saying, but remember that offensive coordinator is in Tennessee, and he's the starting kick returner, bro. I ain't believing nobody's a starting kick. Like, they ain't Darren Sproles, bro. So, like, anytime somebody's the starting kick returner, I automatically just X them out of, like, really playing the flex because I just don't see it.
Yeah, no.
Shit, you see where Kyron Williams is starting?
I saw that. I'm a little concerned.
You see I'm out on him, too. For real.
I saw that they gonna have him returning punts.
No, they gonna have Corum returning kicks.
Hey man, what's going on in LA, bro?
Because we don't, for some reason, it's been a while, but we don't really value top kick return guys. We just put anybody back there. I mean, every now and then we get a guy, and when he does pretty good, we let him go. So
I mean, you'll start running back, bro. This ain't
college. Bro, we've had Cup back. We had Cooper Kupp back there before.
That's what I said. Yeah, they got Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua returning punts and kicks last year. So it's just like the Rams really don't care.
Well, I ain't gonna hold you. With that new kickoff though, there is a lot of opportunity for big plays and returns on kickoffs this year. I will say that. So maybe it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Corum being back there definitely is not a bad thing.
Kyron Williams taking extra snaps is probably a bad thing.
No, I'm just saying like the kick. I get that. I don't want him to return kicks. I would like for them to just keep him in the backfield. I need Brew to put a call into McVay and be like, "Hey, bro, relax."
I want to say he returned punts for us when he was in college.
I get it, but nah.
But this ain't college.
He too valuable, bro.
Man. Yeah, McVay tripping, bro.
My stardom, I say start Matthew Stafford this week. My sit-in would be Will Levis.
Okay. That ain't bad. Okay. Next subject, quarterbacks who are facing make it or break it years, whether organization, fantasy, however you want to spin it. I personally think this is a huge year for Joe Burrow and the Bengals. He's had 2 season-ending injuries. If he's not on the field for 90% of their snaps, where are the Bengals going? Obviously, if he's healthy, he can have an amazing year. Definitely take somebody to the fantasy championship. Could possibly even get the Bengals to an AFC championship, and maybe possibly even back to the Super Bowl. So that would be my pick for quarterback that has a make it or break it year, because there's 2 ways it could really go. I'm not sure there's really no middle ground for the Bengals with what they have. Brew, who's a make or break a quarterback for you this year around the NFL?
Trevor Lawrence. Because I mean, like now, he's got weapons everywhere. Now it depends on what you think of as weapons, but I mean, he's got weapons everywhere. There's no weaknesses on offense, unless you want to count, maybe the O-line. So for me, yeah, make it or break it, especially when you paying quarterbacks and stuff like that. I mean, that's the franchise guy. He can't have a season like last year where he should have had probably a minimum of 8 more passing touchdowns.
Was that a dog?
Yeah.
What do you say?
Deshaun Watson got paid, so I mean,
Nah, they restructured his contract, didn't they?
yeah, they
Yeah,
did.
they just restructured it. They freed up a lot of cap space to try to get Ayuk.
I was about to say, I think Deshaun Watson was actually going to be my pick. I feel like if he don't do nothing this year, they gonna find a way to try to. I mean, I don't know if they can really dump him because of his contract, but I think they'll probably be ready to move on from him.
Absolutely. Rick, did you want to spin another one, or are you gonna stay with T-Law?
No, I'll go a different direction. And even though he got a nice little contract this year, I think it's making or breaking for Kirk Cousins. I think if he goes out there and he don't do what he's supposed to do for Atlanta, Michael Penix is getting put in that game, and Kirk Cousins is either going to get cut or traded. So I think his first year in Atlanta is his make it or break a year. They drafted Penix for a reason.
I legit thought you was about to say Daniel Jones.
Bro, that's break. He's already broken. Yeah, we're just waiting on this year to get up, so we won't owe him that much money after this year. Yeah, it's broken.
Rob, who you got?
Me? Oh, Jalen Hurts.
Love the pick.
What'd you say?
I said I love the pick.
Not for real. Good Super Bowl season, but for real, he's got a tradable contract. I think everybody really likes Jalen Hurts, the person, but he's not a top 10 quarterback, bro. Like he looked better last year. I just don't think he's a top 10 quarterback. So this is a make or break year for me. So
I was gonna come back around and actually name him myself. Actually, after everybody had their turn, last year he wasn't equipped to really go against cover zero blitzes. Lost a hell of an offensive lineman with Jason Kelce retiring, so there's a lot more he's going to be in control of as far as his protections. You want to reiterate that, Rob?
I'm sorry.
I thought you said something.
Why you say I'm sorry like that?
But yeah, he has a lot of weapons. New offensive coordinator who's supposed to bring some things to him. It could either go really, really good or really, really bad. I don't really think there's no middle ground for the Eagles for sure.
You know what? I got one. Kyler Murray. You don't think so? I mean, you said Jalen Hurts. You said Jalen Hurts, who's had way more success than Kyler Murray has in the league. You think Kyler Murray ain't in a make or break year?
But look at their roster, though.
Still, but I mean,
I see.
Great
quarterbacks coming up, ain't it?
Great quarterbacks make the people around them better, do they not?
Yeah, Jalen Hurts had a Super Bowl run. Kyler Murray went to the playoffs and it was like 11-0, like 3 years in a row or something like that. Like,
and his
Kyler Murray with a roster is pretty good, bro. And he had Cliff Kingsbury, so you can't. I know dude keeps saying coaching, but he had Cliff Kingsbury, bro. So like, I've seen what he does when he had DeAndre Hopkins. So I think Marvin Harrison's he's it. And I mean, I like the receiver, so I think Kyler Murray's gonna have a good year.
Are you putting a knock on Cliff Kingsbury, like from an overall coaching standpoint? Because I don't think offense was ever really the problem with them.
I mean, yeah, but Cliff Kingsbury really, I mean, he's known for more like of the runs, not like passing anything. Yeah. So, I mean, I think it was more Kyler anyway.
What y'all think about Dak?
I think Dak.
I don't think there's nothing really to worry about.
I don't think about Dak. We don't care about the Cowboys.
Honestly, I mean, Dak's a good fucking quarterback.
But I'm saying it in the sense of like if they make the playoffs and they get put out early, like normal, does he get that contract or does he go to another team?
Nah, Dak goes to another team. He gets
I see
paid.
Dak going to another team.
That gets paid regardless.
Yeah, he's straight.
So I guess the way I'm thinking of it is like make it or break it with your team. Are you going to take your team to the next level, or are you not going to produce enough? And your team's going to go in another direction. So that's why I brought up Dak, because it's like if he don't do what Jerry wants him to do, then he's going to go to another team. Will y'all consider that break? Because he puts up the stats in the regular season, but what has he done in the playoffs?
I didn't understand that.
I mean, I get that, but Green Bay put up 45 on them, bro. Like, it ain't got nothing to do with Dak.
Ain't nothing, yeah.
Yeah, but that's 1 year though. I mean, Dak has a whole resume.
He is definitely falling short multitude of times in the playoffs.
I think it's been a lot of different things, though. I mean, I'm not taking any weight off Dak, but it was kind of play calling. That's been an issue. Defense not showing up's been an issue. I will blame Dak for when they lost to the 49ers because their defense played a hell of a game. He just couldn't do nothing. But so I mean,
not real.
Sure. Yeah, it's a combination for sure. I guess Dak. I mean, him being in the combo for me, it's just he's in year 10. It's just hard to kind of say somebody that's been in the league for a decade. But I get what you're saying, though.
Should y'all have any other topics y'all want to run by, man? We kind of ran through a lot, and we ain't even reached the hour yet.
No.
I mean,
we go. How's everybody feeling about their matchups this week? We got Rick and Rob week 1 again. We all remember what happened last year. Was that week 1 last year?
Yep.
And what you say, Rob? You was gonna beat him by 50. So as I quote, you said you was gonna smack the face off his team. Did you not?
Only Cincinnati, bro. Only Cincinnati. I can't even think that far back for real. So it's a new year, man. Somehow his point projection just keeps going up magically. I don't get it, bro. Like he was projected like 90, now it's 95. Like, what's going on, man? Puka was supposed to be hurt, now he's just magically healthy. Like, hey, man, I'll be all right though.
It's a good opening week, bro. It ain't often we get two rival matchups in week 1 in the league. You got you and Rick, me and Pete. What's some other good matchups we got this week?
Shit, man, we get it every year.
Y'all week 1 every year?
I play Rick week 1 in my other league too.
That's kind of crazy, bro.
But yeah, I feel pretty damn good about my matchup with him this week, for sure. Book it.
What you think about you and Pete?
I think I'm gonna win. That's all I gotta say. I ain't finna get in here and trash talk because Pete gonna run his mouth. We just gonna let the games play out. We gonna slap him, and then we gonna, like I told you, Don, I need you to cue up my my video once it's all said and done. And we're gonna make sure, and when he loses, we need to make sure Pete gets on the podcast next week.
Let me say this too, bro. If a certain GM goes 0 in like 6 to start the year again, somebody's stripping him of that asterisk championship he got when I wasn't in the league, bro.
That's been stripped. We just gonna cover that when Pete actually come on the show, bro. There's a whole segment for that.
Kamo, if you go 0-6 this year, your championship's gone.
All right, so that's a good topic. What's the over-under on Kamo's wins this year?
I think he goes over what Yahoo projected, but I mean,
What did they project 2? Was it like 2 or 3?
Like 2, yeah.
You think he goes over 2?
I think it was 1.
I just don't.
I think I had him in like 2.
You might be right.
Just don't be
Definitely going over that. I give him
4.
I give him
5.
5, probably, yeah.
I don't think Kamo's gonna finish last this year. I'm gonna throw that out there. I don't think he'll finish last.
Who you think's gonna finish last?
Oh man, I'm gonna say Jones because I don't feel like Jones really pays that much attention to this shit.
Yeah, Jones has got too much always going on.
Yeah, like I don't really feel like Jones really be paying attention because there was a couple times last year Jones wasn't setting his lineups.
Yeah.
So I can see Jones being at the bottom of the league, bro.
I like Coleman -10 against Como this week, bro.
We gonna put that on the parlay.
Yeah, I like him -10.
Oh, bro, you know what? What if we actually? I don't even know how that would work. What if we like created our own parlay with the fantasy league matchups?
That would be hard to do, but you could definitely.
I know. Yeah, I know what I'm saying. I know it'd be kind of hard to do, but it would be dope if we could.
Yeah.
I mean, no.
You can use AI and try, but
no. Whether you just take what you just use
the projection.
Yeah, and then whoever's favored by whatever, you just say, hey, this person's favorite, this person plus this, and you just take the point spread.
Yeah, but you kind of want to be. I mean, I get it. You want to be accurate, but it ain't like we putting money on it, so I guess it don't matter.
I mean, but
is it not accurate if they give you the
projection?
Yeah, they give you projections. So I mean, technically, you can't kind of like
this ADP. So it's definitely that's as accurate as we gonna get for how we
put
pick
the line out there.
Yahoo projections, yeah.
Yeah, man. We definitely have to talk about that in the chat, man. Was there any other quick hitters y'all have for us this week?
Good luck, Rob. Both leagues.
Over Berg this week. I don't know if I'm gonna play Godwin or Ridley. But other than that, everybody's else this end is staying. I might swap my D out. I took a gander and literally almost picked up Seattle, and then I looked like 40 minutes later. Rob picked up Seattle.
Wrong. I picked him up.
I had them in the look. I was about to pick them up yesterday, bro. They was there still.
I literally went and scooped them like an hour ago.
I was in Vegas and I didn't.
So y'all drafted defenses and y'all just swapping them week one?
I
was gonna carry two
all year. I got Cleveland's defense, but I don't love the matchup against the Cowboys, but I do love the Seattle matchup against the Broncos. And like, that's kind of like one of the things I always do. Like, if I see a defense sitting out there and they got a really good matchup that week and I got a roster spot, I go pick them up.
Yeah, and Seattle has New England or Denver and New England back-to-back weeks.
Back-to-back weeks.
Yeah.
That's a good look for real.
I know. I can't believe they were still out there. I just knew somebody would have picked them up.
Yeah, I seen them on lunch yesterday, bro. I was like, do I want to pick them up? But I was like, nah, I already used the move. I ran out of moves early last year, bro. So I'm just
y'all be at the brink every year, bro. Week 10 at 19 moves. Crazy.
I know. I'm trying to change my format this year, bro.
I'm just letting defenses ride, brother.
It is what it is. He dies, he dies.
We all have our own ways, man. But man, thank y'all for your time, man. Thank you for everybody who tuned in. Thank you to everyone who's gonna listen, like, share, and fuck with us. If you don't fuck with us, we'll probably never know anyway. So fuck you. We So KY Fantasy Football Podcast, Week 2.
Shout out to Nathan Bowden too, or both. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, brother, but you was active in this whole pod. So shout out to you.
We fucks with you, man. But yeah, Week 2, We So KY Fantasy Football Podcast. We gonna head on out, and FUQ. We appreciate everything you do. Everybody send some positive vibes and energy and prayers. Continue Q's way. But yeah, we'll see you all. What is it? Next Wednesday? We'll have
Wednesday after week 1.
After week 1, it's gonna be some shit talking. It might be a GM on here who don't show up because they go Owen. It might be a GM that pop up who wins week 1, because that's when they want to show face. But thank you, everyone. We So KY Podcast out.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.